Welcome back to Studio 10. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, if you've ever planned a wedding, you know there's a lot to think about. And one thing that may seem small is changing your name. But Candace, a name change takes a little more time than we probably think.
Yeah, that's right, Cherish, it does. If you decide to make that name change, there are several steps you have to go through. This applies to newlyweds, but it also applies to anyone that's considering changing their name. So here's a checklist of what you need to know.
It's a big decision for a bride. No, not just the gown, not just the flowers, but whether she'll change her name. Once she makes that decision, the checklist of changes begins, and the Knot.com says to start with the Social Security card.
All that legal documentation, all your bank statements, all those things, the only way you're going to be able to change your name is if you have a Social Security card with your new name to prove it. So you start there.
The next step should be the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Once you have your driver's license and your Social Security card in place, the rest is pretty much a breeze.
Once the two major changes are out of the way, banks and credit cards should follow. Items on the name change checklist that new brides occasionally overlook include the mortgage company and landlord, the electronic and utility companies, schools and alumni associations, insurance companies, and voter registration. The Knot suggests waiting until after the honeymoon to make the change, especially if you're headed to a destination requiring a passport, which can take 4 to 6 weeks for routine processing. And if it seems overwhelming, check out one of the many name change kits online that do it all for the busy newlywed.
Now you can get those kits to change your name from many different websites. One is the Nest.com, and depending on your option, the kit costs between $25 to $50, but it goes through all of those steps for you, so you don't have to leave anything out.
You don't miss anything, 'cause
Right.
yeah, there is a lot.
And you don't have to get married to change your name, too. You could just change your name just in general if you wanted.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, so good information there as well if I want to change my name to a symbol like Prince.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you know, I think Kesha took her $sign off
She
the front of
did.
her name, right? So there you go. Name
Okay.
change.
So did she have to change that on all of her documents? Do you think she actually had the $sign in like,
By the way,
her power
everyone.
bill?
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, again, good information. Thank you so much, Candace.